My name is H.A. Goodman, and I'm an author, columnist, and journalist. To support this YouTube channel, go to my Patreon link below, click subscribe, and make sure you click the notifications button as well to get all notifications, not just occasional. You can find me on Minds, Vimeo, BitChute, Steemit, and Gab, of course, Twitter, Facebook. My books are below, but her top secret emails all of them are doing very well, but that is something that relates to every single scandal linked to Clinton today. Report: Nunes to probe Brennan's link to Trump dossier. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes is planning to investigate whether one-time CIA Director John Brennan, Obama's CIA director, played a role in promoting the controversial and unverified dossier on Donald Trump. Real Clear Investigations is reporting. Word of the congressman's new probe comes after the release of a Nunes memo alleging surveillance abuses by the FBI. Brennan, in an interview on NBC's Meet the Press, lashed out at Nunes, saying he, quote, abused the office of the chairmanship with the memo. This is, by the way, John Brennan, who lied under oath, stated that he never spied on Congress, but he did spy on Congress. Just like James Clapper lied under oath about the NSA spying on Americans, that we know from Edward Snowden, right after he lied, that of course it does. But John Brennan is involved in a scandal that nobody's talking about for some reason. He lied under oath, and he stated that, the CIA never spied on the Senate while they were investigating Bush-era torture or enhanced interrogation. All you have to do is type in Brennan, Senate, spy. CIA admits to spying on Senate staffers. July 31st, 2014. A constitutional crisis. The CIA turns on the Senate. CIA Director John Brennan apologizes for search of Senate committee's computers. So all you need to know, this is all you need to know about CIA employees improperly searched computers used by Senate investigators involved in a multi-year probe of the agency's use of harsh interrogation measures on terror. Okay, so, and Dianne Feinstein, of course, was livid. So that's all you need to know about John Brennan. He lied under oath, and that's perjury. But again, there are CIA spied on Trump. British spies were first to spot Trump's team's links with Russia. GCHQ said it has said to have alerted U.S. agencies after becoming aware of contacts in 2015. So GCHQ first became aware in late 2015 of suspicious interactions, quote unquote, between figures connected to Trump and known or suspected Russian agents. Okay. The intelligence was passed on to the U.S. as part of a routine exchange of information. Just routine. Right. If it was a routine exchange of information, they would have spied on everyone Clinton knows. But they didn't. They didn't because it wasn't routine. They were trying to, this campaign to spy and undermine Trump goes back to 2015, and they found nothing. So, March 8th, 2013, January 20th, 2017, he was CIA director. Who was he? The President Obama. President Barack Obama. So, his boss was Obama. James Comey's boss was Obama. Peter Strzok and Lisa Page hated Trump, wanted Hillary. Bruce Orr and Nellie Orr at the DOJ hated Trump, worked with Fusion GPS, wanted Hillary. John Brennan now, I think, where is he? He's on TV now. It's says everything you need to know about the quote-unquote deep state and all of these criminals. You have James Comey, who essentially presided over a massive cover-up. Now he's quoting Bible verses. James Clapper is on TV all the time. Chuck Todd asked him in January of 2017, do you have any evidence? No, none exists. You have Clapper and Brennan, who both lied to Congress under oath. No penalty for that. But now you have Congress investigating the CIA, which is just hilarious. Exclusive CIA ex-director John Brennan's Perjury Peril. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Devin Nunes plans to investigate the role former CIA Director John Brennan and other Obama intelligence officials played in promoting the salacious and unverified Steele Dossier on Donald Trump, including whether Brennan perjured himself in public testimony about it. This guy's the biggest liar. They're all the biggest liars. Okay. One thing about me is I wear my emotions on my sleeve. So, and I don't care if people write hit pieces on me because of my writing, which they did. I was right. But one of the biggest things they hated was that I was saying that Clinton would lose and that only Bernie could win. Whether or not you think Bernie could win, that's another story. You could have won. That's, I believe that Bernie could have won in 2016, that moment in time, that little bird that flew down. That was Debbie Wasserman Schultz, and Hillary tried to pick it off, and then it flew away, and it's been pooping on them ever since. But in the Hill, the Huffington Post in Ceylon, I was a Hill contributor. I was writing article after article, and that's saying that it was only Bernie was the pragmatic choice, all of these things. That Clinton, I wrote about the Clinton email investigation, all of these things. And then people wrote hit pieces on me because of my writing. They tried to silence me. The opposite took place. Now I have 104,000+ subscribers, and it's just a little tiny victory. And I'm sure your life is filled with people who tried to wrong you or tried to silence you, but you persevered and you won. But the funny thing with all of this is that John Brennan absolutely has something to do with the dossier. He was alerted by GCHQ, quote unquote, in 2015. And the dossier wasn't just given to the FBI. The dossier was given to the intelligence community. Brennan also swore that he did not know who commissioned the anti-Trump research document, even though senior national security and counterintelligence officials at the Justice Department and FBI knew the previous year that the dossier was funded by the Hillary Clinton campaign. Last week, Nunes released a declassified memo exposing surveillance abuses by the Obama DOJ and FBI in their investigation of Trump's ties to Russia. It said the agency relied heavily on an uncorroborated dossier to take out a warrant to secretly surveil a Trump advisor in the heat of the 2016 presidential election, even though they were aware the underlying quote-unquote intelligence supporting the wiretap order was political opposition research funded by Clinton allies, a material fact they concealed from the FISA judges in 4 separate applications. If it's a footnote, that's not a deciding factor. So when they're so happy, it's almost like, and I don't... You would disparage children by comparing Democrats to children. But it's almost like this petulant child. The average Democratic pundit and journalist is a petulant little child. That if they can, you can't catch me, ha 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 ha. Same thing before the election. We're going to win. We have all the power. You can't catch me. Clinton got away with it. Yay. She was she was just too stupid. Yeah, well, whatever. The Republicans are just as bad. All of it. No, the Republicans are not just as bad. Trump didn't spy on Clinton, and Trump didn't cheat Bernie, and Trump did not call black youth super predators. That was Clinton. Trump did not steal billions from Haiti. or raise billions and suddenly they were lost. That was Bill and Hillary Clinton. Trump did not destroy Libya. That was Clinton. So, in terms of a quote-unquote white supremacist history, it's Clinton who has the white... And Bill Clinton flying back to Arkansas just to witness the execution of Ricky Ray Rector, a black man, to show the public that he was tough on crime. That was Bill Clinton. I mean, we can go on forever. I mean, don't get me started on all the racist things, tangible things, prison lobbyist donations for a Democrat. This is why the Democratic Party has to be destroyed politically and peacefully. Because they are a cult. And it's a cult of people who actually project what they hate in life onto Trump. Trump is not a perfect person, and his personality is not for everybody. I actually enjoy his personality. I find it hilarious. I don't love his policies, or I didn't vote for his policies, I should say, but he must be successful, and he actually is being very successful against this coup, this soft media-driven coup revolt against him by petulant brats, sore losers. These people have no concept of history. The Democratic Party has zero concept of history. They would plunge us into another Cold War in a second, just to save face. They blamed Russia based on nonsense. The CIA is highly confident. They're not certain. They're not certain for a reason. Nunes plans to soon release a separate report detailing the Obama State Department's role in creating and disseminating the dossier, which has emerged as the foundation of the Obama administration's Russia collusion investigation. Among other things, the report will identify Obama-appointed diplomats who worked with partisan operatives close to Hillary Clinton to help ex-British spy Christopher Steele compile the dossier. So Brennan knew. I love when these people, this concept of plausible deniability is they run their lives based on that. We don't know that Clinton knew her law firm would buy the dossier that just happened to be compiled by Sidney Blumenthal and Cody Shearer. We don't know that. We don't know. Oh, but Trump is at fault for everything. He's at fault for the actions of other people. And Trump colluded with Russia. How do we know? This is a profanity alert. For my 13-minute crowd, a profanity alert. How do we know? Because, shit-faced Alexander Downer and shit-faced George Papadopoulos were drinking. And Papadopoulos said that he had been approached by somebody who was of Russian descent or a professor that had dirt on Hillary. Do you want to know dirt? You don't want to know where dirt on Hillary resides? Go look at Mount Everest. And there's a little rug on top of Mount Everest. It's all the dirt that they threw under the rug. They swept under the rug. The media. You don't need to go far for dirt on Hillary. A simple Google search will suffice. You don't need to do all of these crazy things. And now they're going after the CIA. They already outed the FBI. Peter Strzok, Lisa Page, Andrew McCabe. Andrew McCabe's gone. Comey's gone. Lisa Page and Peter Strzok are completely outed. Who knows, maybe Bill Priestap will be swept into this whole scandal as well, the number one counterintelligence officer. Peter Strzok was the number 2 counterintelligence officer. The DOJ is already, under President Obama, completely destroyed in terms of credibility. Attorney General Loretta Lynch met with Bill Clinton. James Clapper is now a joke. Nobody believes anything he says. And, of course, John Brennan not only lied to Congress, but he lied about the Steele Dossier. Nunes is... This is a profanity alert. Devin Nunes is the fucking man. And he is... Nunes and Trump are kicking their ass every single day. And it's just a beautiful sight to see. It's a beautiful sight to finally witness Republicans fighting back. Not because I love Republican policies, but because the same diabolical mentality and the same evil people who cheated Bernie destroyed Bernie's movement. And if you're a Bernie supporter and you're watching this channel, or Jill Stein supporter, remember something. This is not the same movement as once existed. This is a hybrid of... It's different. Completely different. But it's so beautiful to see Nunes and Trump slowly dismantling a Democratic Party that doesn't even know what's happening to itself. They think they're winning. They will lose again, and they will, in 2018, Republicans will still control Congress. They'll gain a couple more seats, and they'll call it a win. They're going to lose to 2020 to Trump, and they'll call it a win. They don't have a concept of winning and losing. It's just hatred now. It's just fomenting enough hate. It's like Judd Apatow has these hilarious tweets, or De Niro, all of these. They're beside themselves. They're apoplectic is the word I could say. They don't even know. Is that the word? Overcome with anger, extremely indignant. So they're completely apoplectic. And they don't know how to simply say, we're going to defeat Trump at the polls. We're going to defeat Trump in 2020 with our policies and by communicating our policies to everyone, all Americans. They don't know what that concept is foreign to them. They're stuck in a cult mentality where they have to be morally superior, when in reality, they sexed, like Anthony Weiner, teenagers, 15-year-olds. Or Bill Clinton has a Wikipedia page on sexual misconduct and assault, Juanita Broderick. You saw it, and you didn't, it took a long time. There was a time when I liked Hillary Clinton. Can you believe that? There was a time where I thought that she was fantastic. Then slowly you leave the cult and you realize, okay. And then if you haven't left the cult already, just think of the Democratic primary. Think of Hillary Clinton and Obama destroying Libya. Give me your thoughts below. John Brennan obviously knew, because he was given the information from GCHQ, and they were in constant contact in the very beginning. The issue of plausible deniability, these intelligence officials have meetings, routine meetings, where all of them discuss important findings, like the Steele Dossier. And to think that he wouldn't know, but people at the CIA spied on the Senate. And the FBI and DOJ knew of the origins, the Cody Shearer and the Sidney Blumenthal and all of that. So to think that he didn't know is just absolutely ridiculous. And guess what? He testified that he didn't know, and Nunes has a million ways to show he lied. Give me your thoughts below. Share this segment everywhere. Nunes and Trump are now investigating one of the biggest liars on the planet. And it's just so beautiful to see all of this unfold. It's like the Democrats can't stop from losing and losing and losing. Give me your thoughts. Thank you so much for listening. Hit subscribe, and make sure you hit the notifications bell, and make sure you get all the notifications. Thank you so much for listening.